our spirit? What is it? Where does it go? Are we able to see them using our mind's eye? If so, just what can spirit teach us? Welcome to School Through Spirit. Host DeEtte Renee is a certified psychic medium and master teacher of psychic and mediumship development through LWISSD. DeEtte was born knowing spirit and now is here to help you better understand the spirit world. And now your host, DeEtte Renee.
Good Monday morning, everybody. This is DeEtte here on School Through Spirit. Sorry. Don't know what's going on. Bringing awareness to people in everyday worlds, trying to figure out what's going on with life here. Something's going on with the StreamYard. I don't know why, don't know what's going on. Life is okay. Just trying to add. Beautiful. Sorry. Okay, there, I got it. Sorry, guys. So, School Through Spirit, bring awareness to everyday lives through spirit, just trying to help us, give us that little extra every week. Good morning, Keith. Good morning, Tim. And to kind of see where we're going at. So we do have our 5-card stud today, which is the Oracle of Light and Dreams. Oracle of Light and Dreams. This is going to be pretty amazing. I'm super excited. Thank you, Keith. Thank you. And guys, just so you know, grandkids are home. I don't know if they're coming in or not. I'd love to tell you. I never know. We have another month or so of summer, month or so more of the kids. Sorry, I do know it gets a little bit of chaos when they're here, but you know, I love them. I love them. So chaos it is. I can hear the screams already. I can hear the screams already. So there is that. Okay, it is what it is. So we do always start with a little bit of Neil Donald Walsh here. Oh my gosh, it's falling apart. There we go. There we go. That's what we're looking at today. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Let's go with this. So it says, release your negativities. Release your negativities. Essential truth. Feelings are neither negative nor destructive. Really. They are simply truths. How you express your truth is what matters. You cannot take responsibility for how well another accepts your truth. You can only ensure how well it is communicated with love, compassion, sensitivity. So express what you call your most negative feelings, but not destructively. Remember that negativity is never a sign of ultimate truth, even if it seems like your truth at the moment. It always arises out of an unhealed part of you, which is why it is so important to get these negativities out, to release them. Failure to express, that is, push out negative feelings, does not make them go away. It keeps them in. Negativity kept in harms the body and burdens the soul. Oh my gosh. If that isn't mind-blowing, I don't know what is. I don't know what that is. Why? Because I am a firm believer of this. Okay. Now I get it. We're not talking about negativity in the way that you're holler, screaming, shouting, and the whole 10 yards. That's not it. It's about literally, God, I keep seeing things out of the corner of my eyes today, guys. I love it, but oh my gosh. Negativity is only perceived as negative because honestly, we put a bad omen or what we feel is a bad twist on it. Okay, we put a bad twist on it, or we feel bad, or what we want to say we feel bad, or we think it's a Debbie Downer. We're putting all of these things that we say are bad on the word negativity. Okay, now really, where's that coming from? It does stem from that. It does stem from a hurt place in your heart. I'm not even gonna lie. I cannot tell you how many times, I have sat there and went, oh my God, why am I in such a negative mood? What is going on with me? And I take 5 minutes and I go away and I sit down and I breathe and I ground and I go, okay, where is this coming from? Where is this mood, this thought pattern coming from? And it always comes back to something that's really been irking me, really hurting me for a very long period of time. Okay. This is nothing just short. This is something that has been going on and on and on, and something I haven't released. And it's so amazing because every time it hits me that I get negative, that I get in this bad mood, that I take a twist that's not exactly the best twist for myself. Um, it does. It stems from someplace that I've been hurt, someplace that hasn't been healed. And it's awful. I've had some of my biggest revelations come from that moment. That moment when it just clicks. And it's nice when it does click. Why? Because here's just a scenario. My life is not a secret. I think I've put as much of my life out there as I can, and if there needs to be more, I will. I was in a very abusive relationship for a lot of years, more than a decade, of which, was physically, mentally, emotionally abusive. I mean, financially, every way abuse can happen. It really happened. And I was living in that moment where you don't realize you're being abused. You have, even if you're getting hit, you don't go, I'm being abused. I've done something. I've been hurt. Whatever it is, you put the blame on yourself and not the person doing it to you. Okay. And I literally lived like that for many years. And even though I had thought once I got away, now I've been away from that relationship since 2011 or 2012. Now I spent a lot of years doing what I thought was healing, a lot of years coming back out of being in fear, a lot of years of coming back to me. Okay. And it wasn't until the last few years that I started to realize how much of me was not healed, because people would do things around me or be a certain way around me, and I would get angry and I would get hurtful and I would go into the shell and I would go, oh my God, what is going on? Why? I'm not this person. What is happening? And when I finally, after a very long period of time, we're looking at like a year or better, I sat down with it and I went, what the heck is up? And I literally heard in my head, look back at that time. And I was blown away to go, wait a second. Things that were happening presently that were putting me in that negative frame of mind were actually a repeat of things that happened for many years. And I had to take that moment and I had to go back and I had to really assess it. I had to go back and heal what still was not healed. And it hurts, guys. I won't even lie. To go back and heal is sometimes just, if not more so, hurtful than the first time around. And I know that doesn't make sense, but it's exactly what happens. You sit there and you go, oh my gosh, I have to relive this to heal it, to be able to move forward. And that's really what we're looking at, guys. That is where negativity comes from. And people don't understand that. People don't look at that. People don't go, oh my gosh, I'm in a badass mood because of something in the past. But really, it really is. Because if you think about it, if you have absolutely no recollection of what is happening and instantly you're put into a negative space, it has to be triggering a memory from someplace. Now, it's your duty to go in there and figure it out. Now, how do you proceed with that? How do you go forward with that? Because what happens, you've got a couple of choices. You can, after you go back and you realize where that's coming from. Now, once you address it, once you go over it, once you heal from it again, and I do say again, you have to proceed and go, okay, this is my truth. Now, is this something that you need to go and talk to the other person about? Do you need to? I know in my case, I did not need to. It was not their place to heal me. It was not them. Anything I said to them was not going to change who they were or how they were. It wasn't going to change it. And my expression of that was not going to make a difference to them, at least not at that moment. What was going to make a difference is how I moved forward. Now that I'd gone back and addressed my negativity, my hurtfulness, how I proceeded with that was how I was going to treat these people. I wasn't going to treat them in a negative way. I wasn't going to treat them in a hurtful way anymore. Why? Because I'd gone back and healed my stuff. Now, just because I didn't go to them and say, oh my gosh, this is what you did to me. Well, number one, they didn't do it to me. I did this to me. Somebody else had done this to me. And that's the big thing there, is so often when we sit in this situation where we're getting this negative feeling within ourselves, we go back and we heal our stuff. A lot of times we want to look at somebody and say, you did this to me. Well, this new person didn't do anything to me. They were just being them. That's all. They were just being them. They did not do it. They were expressing their truth. They were expressing who they were. It's how I received it that was the issue. It kind of sucks when we have to put it back on our own shoulders to go, wait a second, how am I receiving this? How is it affecting my truth? So just because I go back and heal and I go back and learn and I go back and look at the negativity that I now have, and I know it's contradicting, and we'll get to how Neil talked about this. But quite frankly, once I do that, it's not my responsibility to put my truth back onto somebody else and say, you did this to me. It's just not. Because in this situation, I was still going to be surrounded by this. The best course of action for me was then to start acting in a different way. To start going, I've healed this now. I no longer have to be the Debbie Downer. I no longer have to be the negative person. I no longer have to throw daggers back at people that have no clue why I'm throwing daggers. Because quite frankly, they don't know my truth. Now, if I choose to express, if I would, and I did not, because in time, things are changing and things are growing. And trust me, I'm not in a negative, abusive situation. So if anybody's asking, no, I'm not in that space where I'm being hurt. I'm very safe. Mentally, emotionally, all of it, I'm very safe. Okay. Now, if I choose to express what I was feeling, for myself, it's to express it all. It is literally go, during this period of time, I took some of your words or your actions and I took them within, and I became very hurt. And I didn't know I was hurt. I didn't know I was even hurt. I just know I became very angry. I became very frustrated. I became very negative. And I didn't know why that was happening. So I took a moment. Now, see, I'm taking that on myself. I'm saying, yes, you said something or did something that triggered me. Get it? Taking it right off that person. Because again, it's not their responsibility how you accept something. So I'm telling them, hey, you did or said this, and it triggered me. It put me in a space that I was no longer comfortable, and my own defense mechanism happened, which I didn't realize at that time was to be angry, to be sad, to be frustrated, to be negative. So I had to take a minute. And my hair keeps getting caught everywhere. I had to take a minute, and I had to go evaluate what was going on with me. I had to go find out why I was being affected in this way. And it did. And I don't feel it that I need to share why, but I will tell you something similar had happened to me in the past. And I realized I didn't heal from that. And I realized because I didn't take the time or the understanding to heal from that when you did something that reminded my consciousness, my subconsciousness of this, I turned around and reacted that way. And I apologize for my actions because I did not have the right to put those on you, even if what you said or did triggered me, because your truths are separate from my truths. Now, in that moment, you're releasing the rest of that. You're releasing it if you choose to go there. Again, you don't have to go to the person to release the truth, because honestly, what it's about your healing. And if you do choose, if you do, at least for myself, I put it in the form of an explanation and an apology. Now, I know a lot of people are going, but they did it. Why are you apologizing for something they did? Because they might have done something, but it doesn't mean they had the intention of hurting me. They had the intention of being who they were. Again, how I receive it is really how I receive it. That's my fault. They may never have had the intention of placing that on me. Most people do not wake up in the morning and say, oh, I'm going to have the intention to go hurt X, Y, and Z. They just don't. That's a lot of energy. So we literally take our time to go, wait a second, bringing it in. So releasing that negativity doesn't necessarily mean going to somebody and have a conversation with them. It doesn't mean I have to go and tell the world X, Y, and Z. Releasing negativity is going within yourself and going, why am I feeling negative? What has happened that's put me in this space to feel this emotion? Again, negativity is not a bad emotion. We like to say it's bad, but it's not. Negativity is one of those beautiful things that is a trigger, that is something that goes, hey, pay attention. Pay attention to what is happening. Pay attention to yourself. There's something within yourself that is not healed. There's something within yourself that's hurting. And it's telling you to jump into that. It's telling you to go in and say, hey, let's figure this out. Let's kind of go with this. Now, it brings me into what Neil's message was today. And we all know I just love a little bit of Neil here. So I want to go into Neil's message today. Okay, because I knew today when I read his message, like, oh my gosh, I did not know what was in the book. But I knew whatever was in here today was going to kind of work with whatever is here. And it says that your yearning for a new way will not produce it. Only ending the old way can do that. You cannot hold on to the old all the while, declaring that you want something new. The old will defy the new. The old will deny the new. The old will decree the new. There's only one way to bring in the new, and you must make room for it. Now, how does this tie together? It's exactly what it is. So often, our old way of doing things is just that. It's a constant way of doing it over and over and over again. Now, if I want... Kids, stop. If I choose to stay in that negativity, if I choose to stay in that way, I can sit there and scream, oh my God, I want to be more peaceful. Oh my God, I want to feel joy. Oh my God, I want all the positivity. But if I choose to not heal myself, if I choose to continue to take how somebody does or does not do something to affect me in a negative way, I am still doing old things. I'm never going to change my life. I'm never going to change who I am. Never. I will consistently always stay in an old way of doing things. He does not know he is disrupting me right now. But there's this thing of saying, wait a second. How do I start to become a new person? Because I know some of us out there are like, oh my God, I'm always in that negative space. I get in those moods and I can't seem to get out of them. I don't even know why I can't get out of them. Well, you're not getting out of it. And you're not having a different way of life because you're not looking at yourself in a different way. You're not expressing yourself in a different fashion. Okay. Now let's look at this in a different way of being. Let's put this whole scenario into a different light, because we've really addressed the whole conversation, heal, blah, blah, blah. When it comes to a verbal thing. Now, I don't know if you all know me that well. Number one, I'm very introverted. Okay. I know everybody that sees me out there and about goes, oh my God, she's so extroverted. She's all this. I'm a very introvert. I'm a very much a leave me alone. Let me do my thing, whatever that thing might be. And I come out to play once in a while. Okay. I come out to play once in a while. Now, excuse me. Part of my personality that a lot of people don't realize is that I have very low self-esteem. It's really low. I mean, it takes a lot for me to bring up my self-esteem. And I know people out there that meet me and greet me and this and that. They're like, oh my God, she's got it together. No, I really don't. And I have this self-esteem issue, right? And it's a whole that, is anybody going to like me? I'm going to keep to myself because I don't think anybody's going to like me. I'm literally the person that says you have to make the first move. I won't even, I am that person. I will admit it until the skies turn red. I am a, you need to make the first move person. Why? Quite frankly, because I do have a lower self-esteem, Oh, I love that, Courtney. So that is me. Why? Because it comes from a negativity. It comes from a place in my life, where I was hurt. I felt alone. I felt like I had to be alone. I felt like nobody liked me. Okay. It's been going on for most of my life. More recently, I recognized that that was my issue. It wasn't anybody else's issue. That was my issue. And me having that negativity about myself really was pushing people away. How could somebody come up to me and say hi, give me a hug, ask for a picture, ask for a moment of my time, if I'm consistently pushing them away based on my own negative thoughts about myself? I mean, let's think about it. I'm putting myself in this space of going, oh my gosh, nobody's going to like me. Oh my gosh, they're better than me, whatever the case may be. I literally, in this moment, I won't even lie, because this just happened. This understanding just came about in the last weeks, where literally I started to work on this thought process, this negativity about me. And I put it to the test not that long ago. I literally put it to the test. I went, I wonder what would happen if I made the first hello. If I took that guard and brought it down and went to myself as I walked into this place, I'm liked, I'm loved, I'm embraced. And I literally did that. I literally went, I'm liked, I'm loved, I'm embraced. No reason to have negativity with us. And I'll tell you what, number one, it took me over an hour to get through a building to say hi and hello to everybody. But I did. I went up to every single person that I knew of, and I embraced them. I made the first moves. And what I found was, while I was doing that, people I knew of, but never talked to before, were coming up to give me hugs out of nowhere. Oh my God, I can't believe you're here. And I'm thinking to myself, we've never talked. And they're like, and that's okay, because I just love you. I just want to be your friend. And I went, whoa, what's going on here? This is the coolest thing. Why? Because I literally went, I am worthy of other people. And they're worthy of me. We are on this level because we're people. And I started to give up that negativity that I was beneath people. Again, another negative talk to myself. And I had to walk away because it was an amazing experience. Oh my gosh, it was a phenomenal experience. And I had to walk away and I had to look at myself and I had to go, okay, where did that negativity come from? Where did that thought of myself, that negative thought that I was beneath people, come from? And instantly, it took me a few days to get through this because instantly in my mind, I kept seeing and rehearing the moments throughout my life where somebody was talking to me that I felt they were being demeaning to me, that I was feeling low, that I was feeling not good enough. And I can't say that they were putting me in that place. I'm sure as they were having a conversation with me, they were going, what the hell is wrong with her? Why is she acting like she's beneath me or something, or dumb? And it was my response because I was putting somebody else on a higher pedestal than myself. And it went over and over and over my mind. And it slowly helped me to realize that the only person that was putting myself beneath somebody else was me. The only person that was seeing somebody else was better than I was me. And that was a negativity I needed to release. That was a negativity I had to take and go, here. Yeah, I'm not holding that one anymore. I'm not holding that card. That card is now thrown away. Because people are people, and I'm one of those. And it's a beautiful, beautiful space to be in. So today, and for this week, every time you feel what would be considered negative, go into yourself, go into your memories, go in and see where that negativity started from. Where is it that you got hurt? Where is it that you started to feel that initially? Heal that little light of yours. Heal it so that it can shine. So that you no longer have to hold on to a truth that is no longer true for you. Be you. Be amazing. It's your birthright. With that being said, guys, we're going to take a quick station break. And when we come back, we'll do our 5 card stuff. This is DeEtte here on School Through Spirit on the Edge Network. See you in a few.
Explore your path to higher consciousness with Kelly Wagner. Meet Kelly Wagner, a visionary founding member of the Community for Higher Consciousness, ready to illuminate your way and empower you to live your best life. With her unique set of tools as a knower and seer, Kelly goes beyond surface-level problems, uncovering the why behind your challenges. She fearlessly asks the questions that lead to the ultimate truth. Kelly's insatiable tenacity ensures that you receive top-notch creative solutions. Brace yourself for a journey of self-discovery and empowerment as Kelly taps into her innate gifts, guiding you toward a life of fulfillment and purpose. As a psychic medium Reiki practitioner, co-host of The Being Curious Show, publisher of Edge Magazine, and master connector, Kelly's transformative approach creates win-win partnerships here, there, and everywhere. Let Kelly ignite your potential. Contact Kelly at edgemagazine.net and step towards a life aligned with higher consciousness. Discover more at you'vegotkelly.com. Can you harm yourself using energy medicine? The answer is yes. Gail Lynn, the creator of the Harmonic Egg products for commercial and home use, has been involved in the field of energy medicine for the past 15 years. In her experience, Gail has witnessed cases where people have faced negative consequences due to the improper use of energy medicine. Some individuals did not allow the sessions to integrate properly or exposed their bodies to beneficial energies for extended periods, leading to harmful effects. This can cause the body to go into a defense, flight, or fight mode, creating confusion within the body despite the positive nature of the energy. There is also the potential risk of hiring a wounded healer who may unintentionally hurt their clients. For those reasons and more, she is committed to educating people about the safe and appropriate use of energy medicine. For those interested in learning more, Gail provides videos, articles, and other resources at harmonicegg.com. Contact her directly at info@harmonicegg.com to find out about safe and effective energy healing products and services.
Hey everybody, welcome back to School Through Spirit on the Edge Network. I'm bringing awareness every week to our lives to make life a little bit better than it was before. So open these babies up. Open them up. Here we go. You know, we love our 5-card stud, don't we? Well, so we'll talk about this while I'm opening it. 5-card stud is your weekly reading. It's also the reading you get in the magazine bi-monthly, which is super cool. With this, as we know, decks are sent to me, and we read them blindly. Okay, which means, as you know, they've never been opened. I've never seen the deck before. Might have seen the picture cover someplace. But as we know, guys, every time we go in to buy a deck, this is what we get. We get this. We get the back. We get some pictures. Even if you look at them online, you get a few pictures. That's about it. We don't know how to work with the deck. How does it work with us? So my job is people send me decks. I open the decks. I look at the decks. I do a quick reading with the deck and see if you like the deck or not. This way it gives you an added, oh my gosh, do I like it? Do I not like it type scenario. I cannot how many times I've told you I've gotten messages from people either in person or sent to me saying, oh my God, DeEtte, I bought that deck because you showed it. I love that deck. And they're working with it constantly now. So to me, this is a great way just to kind of give a highlight each week and just to see if you like it or not. So this is The Oracle of Light and Dreams by Scott Howden. And I believe it's U.S. Game Systems. It says English fantasy artist Scott Howden has created inspiring characters who share their bravery, strength, and wisdom in the enchanting Oracle deck. These charming elves and magical beings are aided in their adventures by trusty animal companions. Let each of their stories lift your spirits, ignite your imagination, and fill your dreams with hope. Now, I have a feeling this is one I'm going to have to use the book on. Maybe not. We'll figure it out. Who knows? Maybe the pictures are just enough. Maybe the pictures. So let's open. Opening these sometimes, though, I'll tell you what, I think this way of the old-fashioned box should be banned. I won't even lie. Because getting into my deck, if my deck takes me this long to get into it, I'm probably not going to say that's my favorite deck. Why? Because, no, I shouldn't have to pry into a deck. So that's my first. Love the picture so far. Love what it represents. Hate the box. It's a pretty box, but that was a lot to get into there. That was a lot to get in. So, the gorgeous book. It does have the colored pictures. I love colored pictures in books, and it's a good size. It's a good size. So right off the bat, guys, I'm going to tell you this is awesome because sometimes this gets to be a lot. If a book has colored pictures in it, it's a great tool to throw in your purse, into your car, into wherever you go, into your back pocket, because it is pocket size. And literally, you need to know what's going on today. Flip. Oh my God. Imaginarium. And then I got a color picture. I got words and a color picture. So I love that. So this now becomes easy to use in the future. Okay. So we do like this. We like this book right off the bat. Don't like the box. Love the book. Love the book. And it's very small. It's not, it's very, you know what? It doesn't have a ton of words. Excuse me, just to explain each deck or each card. It's not wordy. So that's going to be another plus. I'm giving plus here, guys. The only thing so far I'm not liking is that box. Not liking the box. And is there spreads in the beginning? I don't even know. I can tell you that. I'm looking through this. Oh my gosh, there's an introduction and then straight into the cards. Straight into the cards. I love that. I love that. They kept the book very simple, which is nice. Okay. We're opening everything. It's like Christmas over and over and over again. It's like Christmas over and over. Getting in, love it. So we're going to shuffle these cards, and we notice I still have no kids. What's going on? Oh my gosh. They're either being really good or they're into something, and I'm going to have a mess to clean up. You guys decide. You guys tell me which way this is going to go, because I don't know. I can hear them, though. I can hear them, so that's a good thing. Believe me, they're not unattended. They really are trying to be good today. So I'm going to give them that. Yep, I hear a boy laughing and I hear a little girl talking. So we're good. So 5-card stud. How do we play 5-card stud? 5-card stud is I am going to pick 5 different cards. I'm going to read these cards individually. Okay. You get to pick numbers 1 through 5. 1, 2, pick 1 card, 2 card, all 5 cards. I don't really care if this is your reading. Or you can wait till the end when I put them all together and read them as a whole. You can also have multiple issues going on in your life that you need a little bit of guidance for. And what do? You literally write them down, put numbers by them. That way you can have multiple readings. You can have as many as 6, 12, 18, however many issues you got, guys. Write them down, put a number next to them. Obviously, that is a before, so that is something you know about if you watch me every week. So let's just finish shuffling for a moment here because we do like our card shuffled. And we go from there. So card number 1, Magnolias. Ooh, Magnolias. That is a pretty card. Card number 1, Magnolias. I'm not sure what she wants by Magnolias. It says perseverance, dignity, grace, longevity, beauty, and femininity. And I'm thinking this is more of the perseverance. It's staying strong within yourself. When I look at this card, you know what? Even when you look at this, perseverance, this person is not giving. You know what? You can tell she's been sitting there a while. She has been sitting there a while. She's just like, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep moving. And that's really the beauty of it is she's pushing through just like you are pushing through. It just tells me don't give up. This is a card that says don't give up. Persevere. Keep going through it. You got this. Okay. This feels like, oh my gosh, is it ever going to happen? Is this ever come to fruition? It is, but you have to keep moving. When you get to the point where you're thinking, oh my gosh, I want to quit. I don't want to do this anymore. This card is telling me to tell you to keep holding on strong. Keep going. Make this happen for yourself. Okay. You're almost there. Oh, card number 2 is Little Wings. Gorgeous is that. Little Wings. I love that. Little wings are kind of mighty. People don't think they are, but they are. So what does she mean by little wings? The little wings, inspiration. And that's kind of what I was getting was little wings are really cool because they're very inspiring. Excuse me. Think about a hummingbird and they're itty bitty wings, but look at how fast they fly. Look at how fast, how quick, how everywhere they are. They're very inspiring. Okay. They're literally the epitome of something small, so small can go so fast. Okay. We never look at that in life, but trust me, when I say, when you have the smallest, realize that that's when inspiration is supposed to be happening. So look around you. What is inspiring to you? What is going to help you go, oh my God, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep pushing through. I'm going to keep doing this to the next level. What is it that you need that needs to go through? So look around, find that inspiration, do what you feel is the impossible, and realize that the smallest of things in life really are the things that are going to push through harder than anything else and make things happen. They're going to make things happen. Now, the next card is the Silky. Give me a second. I'll show it to you. I promise. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. I love that. It says awareness now, senses, and clarity. When I'm looking at the Silky, not only am I looking at that, it's a present. I also look at this card and I'm going, what is happening? What is happening? This is literally one beautiful Silky holding another one. I know you're all like, what are you talking about? Well, they call seals Silkies for a reason, because they say that a Silky is truly a woman that isn't a seal. Is her natural form the seal, or is her natural form the human, fish type creature? Now, it's about being aware, though, because quite frankly, a Silky has to be aware of its surroundings all the time. Why? Because they are hunted by literally the killer whale and other larger fishes. They are fish food. They are big fish food. Okay, so they have to be aware. They have to be knowing what their surroundings is. And this is what this card is telling you today. You need to know where your surroundings are. You need to know what's going on. Be aware. This is not the week that you are going to sit and going, oh my God, I'm going to put my head in the sand. This is the week that you're going to go, I'm going to be on my heightened awareness. I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be learning. I'm going to know what's going on around me. This does not mean that you're in trouble. It just means that you need to open your eyes and open up all of those things about you that says, guess what? I need to know if I'm coming or going. That's all that's about. Okay, so be a little bit more aware if you picked card number 3. Card number 4, Imaginarium. Imaginarium. I always love how those cards pop up. It's like that face card that I always go, that I see, I'm like, oh my God, I hope that card shows up. And I will tell you what, it always does every single time. I'm like, there you go. It says creativity, imagination, stimulation, uniqueness. You are you and nobody else, okay? What you're going through right now is not going to be an old way of doing it that's going to get you through. It's old way is not doing it for you. You really have to look at this in a new way. You have to look at stuff and go, okay, where am I going from there? What is next? Okay. And I know that's really hard because a lot of times we want to, come through an issue or a dilemma or in life, and we want to do it the old fashioned way, the way we've been doing it our whole life. This is not about this. This is about going, okay, I need to change this up. I need to find a different way of going forward with something. And that truly means that, guess what? You have to use your imagination. You're going to have to give up old ways of doing things. You're going to have to go, okay, where's my bag of tricks, and reach your hand in there and get a whole new way of doing stuff to get through. But you got this. You got this. And the last card 5 of the 5-card stud is Enchanted. How gorgeous is that? The beauty of these cards is like, oh my God, they're easy to work with and they're just beautiful. I love this. Enchanted. I love this. It's just a continuation. This card really is just a continuation. This is, it says enchanted, but it really is letting go of things that no longer are working for you. Okay, look at her. She's got the butterfly. She's releasing it. She's leaving her hands open, 2 hands open, not 1, 2. So she's got one hand opening up to release the butterfly, but she's got another hand open to embrace whatever else is coming to her. Do you get it? Do you get it? You have to really allow yourself to let go with one hand. This hand's got to release while this hand is opening up for something else to come. You get it? That's what that's about. So this card, to be pick card number 5, it is really about letting go. It's just a continuation of 4, because this is really just about allowing that to happen for yourself, okay? Releasing that which is not working for you and allowing more stuff to come to you, which I do love. I'm just trying to see what else she had to say about this card, because I think it's a pretty simple thing, but I want to know. Yeah, it's about changing, freedom. There you go. I love it. Card number 1 was Magnolias. Card number 2 was Little Wings. Card number 3 was Sulky, not Silky. 4 was Imaginarium, and 5 was Enchantment. When I'm looking at these cards, this really is quite a beautiful thing, because you do have some changes this week happening. You do have some things happen this week, very changing. You have to be aware. You're going to have to be aware, though. These changes are only going to happen if truly you are aware of what's going on and you're going, wait a second, there's got to be a more imaginative way to get through this. There's got to be a different way that can be inspired to kind of push through and allow yourself to be a little bit different than you were before. Allow your growth to happen, to go, you know what? This is how I was doing things last week or weeks before and it didn't work for me. So I'm going to switch these up. I'm going to change these. I'm going to be inspired. Okay. This is not about doing the same old stuff. Guys, this is not about, you have a lot happening. You're going to persevere, but you literally have to do this in a way that's going to help you to open up your life. Old ways are not working, guys. Old ways are not working. You got to try the new ways. It's a simple deck, guys. This is a beautiful yet very simple deck. I will tell you what, I love beautiful, simple decks. I won't even lie, I do. This is a great beginner deck. I won't even lie. I love, for a beginner, I would be like, this is a deck for a beginner. I won't even lie. That's what I'm saying. Okay. And go with it. So where am I at this week? I am at the Roth House. The Roth House, guys. I'm at the Roth House. Now, what's this about? We have a few tickets left to be sold if you want to join us. Go to Graveside Paranormal. You can click on the seance. It is myself, Neil Gibbons, and Chef Valentino coming in. The event is from thank you, Kiki. I haven't seen you in a while. We are starting literally at the Roth House. I believe it starts at like 5 or 5:30 in the afternoon. So it's a later start. It starts with a beautiful prepared meal from Chef Valentino, followed up with the history of the Roth House with Neil Gibbons, which is he's an amazing storyteller, especially of this home. And followed by a seance with myself. We will be doing it on the grounds, outside in the beautiful grounds. I've already done one seance. It's not going to be as large as that one, but the beautiful seance that we're going to be doing, I will be going into trance for this seance and allowing spirit to come through, which will be amazing. And then we will go on to have a little bit of an investigation that's going on. So you'll be able to go in and experience the house, experience the spirits of the house, followed up with a dessert around 11 o'clock at night, right around 11, 10:30 or 11, something like that. Don't know exact times. When you eat your dessert, I will be doing a gallery setting, which is a more intimate, just readings, though, guys, where I will be standing in front of you guys and bringing through your loved ones one at a time on the other side. And then following that up with further investigations until 3 a.m. I will not be there until 3 a.m., just so you know. I will be there sleeping, but I will not be investigating until 3 a.m. Sorry about that. But that's okay. That's okay. That's just how the cookie crumbles. I'll be going forth. So it's a beautiful event. It's lots of fun. It's going to be intimate. It's going to be personal. There's not like 100 people at this event. So don't think you're going to buy this ticket and get swarmed by everything. It really is an up close, intimate event, guys. So there's not a ton of tickets for sale. I will tell you, it's not like 150 tickets. It's a lot less. And where am I at the week after? The week after on August, it's already August 9th. August 9th. I will be in Black River Falls, Wisconsin. Oh my God, so cool. Black River Falls, Wisconsin. I will be with the Soul and Synergy group, doing readings, just having a great time. And doing our thing. I don't know if I have the gallery or not. I do. I don't. Who knows? It doesn't really matter. I'm going to be doing readings, giving love and loving all of you guys. So that's where you can find me the next couple of weeks. As always, guys, you can go to my website, DeEtte.us, type that in, go to the website, literally click subscribe, and that's where you're going to get the email from me every month. I send out an email now, so that I can tell you where I'm at, what I'm doing, so you can kind of prepare your life a little bit more in case you wanted to see me someplace in your hometown or close to your neck of woods. So we're doing all those wonderful things. We really are. We are just loving life. So guys, with that being said, we're going to end today. As always, you guys have a beautiful day, beautiful week. Can't wait to see you next Monday morning here, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time on School Through Spirit here with DeEtte on the Edge Network. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.
There are psychic mediums, but there is nothing like DeEtte. Let's face it, we all struggle time and again. But if you seek the clarity you deserve, then you need to seek DeEtte. As a master teacher, DeEtte studied under international psychic medium Lisa Williams. Together, they not only help DeEtte better tap into spirit, but also build a long-lasting relationship. So many psychics tell us what we want to hear, and that just won't cut it with DeEtte. She tells you what you need to hear. No sugarcoating here. To book a reading with DeEtte is simple. Just visit her website, DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us. And follow the Yellow Brick Road to connect with DeEtte. Don't just sit there and ponder those questions. Ask them and let DeEtte guide you every step of the way. You need insight now, and DeEtte can help. Just visit DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us.